Champion Edition for the PC Engine. This game came out in Japan only in 1993 for the PC Engine. It did not make it to North America on the North American counterpart, the TurboGrafx. However, this is a stellar game that I believe absolutely needs to be on my favorite shelf because it is a great game, first of all. Second, it has kind of a unique little history. And third, I have sort of a special personal relationship with this game. Now, first of all, it's a great value for a great game. Just a great port of a great arcade game. I'm going to keep saying great because it is. It's great. It's exactly what you would expect to the highest caliber of a home port of a very good Street Fighter arcade game. Now, I'm not a reviewer or a technical expert of any time, but I do recommend that you go check out a video from RGT85, where RGT85 and John Hancock together, they kind of talk about this game versus the Genesis and Super Nintendo variants. And believe me, it grades very well. It's my personal favorite. That doesn't necessarily mean it's the best, but it is a very high quality port of a very high quality game. Now, historically, it's kind of unique because, as you know, Street Fighter II had tons of updates. So the original Street Fighter II was called the World Warrior, and that had lots of ports to home consoles. And then the first update was Champion Edition in the arcade. And this was the first home console port in 1993 of the first update. And to me, that's just kind of interesting. And it's also interesting to me, this is the only Street Fighter II game that came out on the PC Engine, at least to the best of my knowledge. But they fit the entire game to such a high degree of quality on just a single HuCard. And I don't know why, but I always kind of like the shape too. It's got a weird, unique shape. And I actually thought it was going to be two cards because it's a double wide disc case, but it turns out it's not. They fit such an amazing game on a single HuCard. So just a fun little piece of history there that it is sort of the first port of the first update. And obviously, I believe it's done very well. And then finally, my personal history with this game. A long, long time ago when I was a young man, I had a TurboGrafx that I bought at a garage sale. And then after that, I was never able to find anything affordable for the TurboGrafx ever again. So I sold it and used that money to collect other stuff. Later on in life, I realized my pseudo mistake. I'm not sad that I sold it. Obviously, if I'd held on to it, I could have sold it for more. I'm not sad that I sold it. I decided to get it back, except for then I decided to go the PC Engine route because the PC Engine has such a larger, more affordable library of games. And by and large, Street Fighter being a perfect example of one that obviously the language barrier is pretty limited. First of all, it's mostly in English. Second of all, if you can play Street Fighter in one language, you can play one of the best PC Engine games. And like this game, they're just more affordable, or they're very affordable, high quality titles for the Japanese PC Engine. So I decided to purchase a PC Engine. It came with some games that were by and large not that good of games. However, this was the first game that I specifically sought out. I poured through the library of PC Engine games to try to decide what I needed to add to my teeny tiny and pretty pathetic little PC Engine collection. And I decided, you know what, this is the prime example of why I bought a PC Engine, is games like this. So that's my personal relationship with this game. My first true independent purchase of a PC Engine game. And I think maybe one of the best examples of why you should get a Japanese PC Engine at all. So there you have it. That's number 2, the second entry onto my favorite shelf. This is a game that